Hey, peeps. It's your girl Dishan here. And yes, we're in a different place. So, I'm late for our December 3rd moon in Gemini, but I still want to get the information out. And so, here's where we are, okay? During this time with the moon in Gemini, of course, everybody knows about the twin thing. La 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 la. But it's also a time for initiating new schools of thought. Okay, so that means looking at things in a different manner, in a different way. Okay, so the Gemini rules different parts of your bodies. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Okay, the different parts of your bodies. Now, because I want to do it correctly, let's look at the paper, shall we? Okay, so we have our shoulders, our arms, our hands, our bronchial tubes, and our lungs, okay? Now, in our different schools of thought, initiating new schools of thoughts, I thought that I would bring something a little different this month, which we're going to also deal with body parts on our new moon. But for the full moon, this is what I have, and it is called Heal Your Body. And it's by the late Louise Hay. I mean, I've been had this book a long time, and as you can see, it's a itty bitty book. I think I got it like in the clearance at Barnes and Noble for like $1.50. But I've been had this book for so many years, and then when I use it so much and it started falling apart, guess what? I go buy it again. So it's a great resource, especially when we're considering new schools of thoughts, okay? Because a lot of times when we're thinking about, healing our bodies and things like that, we only think about meditation. We only think about meditation, doctors, medicine, and things of that nature. But the way that Louise presents it in his books is affirmations. So there's different parts of your bodies. So, of course, there's a foreword. It explains to you exactly, how you should, what space, mind space you should be in, okay, to work this. And I find that if you just, deep breathe about 5 or 6 times. You know what I'm saying? You have your incense for healing going, and for some people they like to make their own incense for healing and whatever resonates with you. But I like a salt circle and a white candle, and I say the affirmations out of here. So since we're dealing with shoulders, hands, bronchial tubes, and lungs, let's see what they say. If you can see, I got some stuff highlighted here because, yeah, I use it. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's see here. Oh, you guys, I have really been having a hard time. I just got this new phone because my other phone, like, vanished. For real, like, vanished. And then my computer's been acting crazy. But I know it's all of this atmosphere is changing, so, it really doesn't. It kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You just take it and go with the path of least resistance. Because, I mean, if we still continue to do things that make us happy, we're going to manifest the things that we want. Okay, like right here. It talks about your shoulders. So it's going to have your shoulders here. And you also can do joints and you round the shoulders, just different things, bursitis, whatever, in your shoulders, okay? So what it says is that the shoulders represent our ability to carry our experiences in life joyously. We make life a burden by our attitude. So then you read that and you're like, And if it resonates with you, and most time it does, then you go ahead to the affirmation. And affirmation for your shoulders is, I choose to allow all my experiences to be joyous and loving. So that's another way of saying that I am going to enjoy life no matter what happens, because see, there's a silver lining in everything, and we follow the path of least resistance. You know, we can heal ourselves with our affirmations and our magic. This has been D Shan. You guys have a great month. Bye.
What is going on, my brothers, sisters, mamas, and papas? This is Lady Serina coming at you on my downtime. I hope you're all having a great day. Doing another collaboration with Miss Shan for the first half of December. I was going to say November, starting December the 3rd. Miss Shan and I are both late because we've been having some technical issues. Uh, and it's so funny because Mercury actually rules Gemini, which is the full moon into the waning phase SBAT that we are discussing for the first half of this month. And, as Ms. Shan had mentioned, we're dealing with new schools of thought. And, just by the cosmic alignment right now, like, it really does prove that learning a new school of thought at least once a year, once every few years, is essential to your growth, spiritually and also in other aspects of your life. Going on 1 minute. I'm trying. Okay. So instead of trying to sit up here and teach you and, dictate, I want to talk about my personal situation. Because we don't just, Miss Shan and I don't just want to teach you. I think it's healthy to talk about our personal experience as well. Um, because we do live, breathe, eat, etc., walk in our spiritual paths every day. We don't just talk about it, we do it. So, my personal experience actually began last year when I spoke with my most prominent goddess that I have been working with now for the past 21 years. And I had made a vow to her. One of the vows was to never charge for service and counsel. And the reason why I vowed that to her is because I wanted to develop my skills and I wanted to be able to help people effectively and efficiently and in the best way that I possibly can. And last year, I looked up toward her in the face of the moon and I asked her, do I have clearance? Can I, please, can I finally begin to charge for service and counsel? And I got a yes. So I've been cleared. I have clearance now. And I'm able to provide service and counsel. And what I'm going to do, and charge for it, of course, what I'm going to do in light of that is to start doing readings. Look at that. That's on the bottom of the deck. Number 8, the cloud, upright. It is clear. We also have the planet of Mercury, as well as Jupiter. Jupiter means expansion, to expand. So that's kind of working off of the last month of November in Sagittarius, that energy, expansion, possibility. So it really is in tandem with that. I find that really awesome that that's like at the bottom of the deck. It's like right there. So despite the fact that Mercury, Gemini's ruler, is in retrograde right now, I'm going with the flow of it and I'm managing that by initiating a new school of thought for myself so that I can learn from it. I'm connecting more with my divine higher powers, my goddesses, my gods, my guides, through my cards. And I'm doing so by providing services for charge, which would be readings, obviously, and of course, counsel, which goes with the readings. And I'm very proud of the work that I've been doing for the past 21 years of my lifetime spiritually. And that's my personal experience. Um, what has your personal experience been spiritually as of late? What new schools of thought are you learning or you're initiating? Let me know in the comments because I find discussing this is very interesting. And since we're in an intellectual shift right now, discussing topics obviously is always appropriate, but I think it's more so than ever right now. So let me know what you're going through. What are your changes? What are you learning or what are you initiating in your life? to make a better change, to continue to walk in your spiritual path every single day, not just talk about it. What have you been doing? Let me know. It's been Jen, aka Lady Serina, letting you know what's good. It's going on 5 minutes. Talk to you guys in the comments. Peace out. Blessed be.